It's going to be fascinating to find out. It's the Falcons going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken theirs. And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And this is a line. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? What's that? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. All right, now look at 56. Set. Move. Land it. Over.
Now a play fake here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Dancing away at the 35. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now they're making a real 1st quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On play action, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. They find some open field here. And he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Freeman again, a first down carry. And past the 30, down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Detroit.
They'll run here with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now with Gray. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go. Back line it up, Philly. Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Mahomes now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 50. Hurry up, here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit. All right, here we go. Over, over. Check, check, check. Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Leopard. Leopard.
Williams, a man in motion right. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gone. All right, here we go. Green. Watch it now, Barney. Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Switch.
So that'll back him up 5. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Slot man moves right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's a give to Freeman running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, Mahomes. Now he steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the wideout in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Set. Over. Back there.
And he motions the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit. Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now. Leopard. All right, now look at 56. Back 99 Philly.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 48 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Hurry up, here we go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Detroit. Set. Leopard. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down. That's Horton. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Leopard. Set. Go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
All right, now look at 56.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go.
2nd and goal from the 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he is knocked down from the side, right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through And that'll make this an 8-point game. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tall.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Mahomes going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 15. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hurry up, here we go. Back in Philly, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper place.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Freeman again. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one 28 yards on the ground. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can